Oh, good. I got a couple people. We're still on the DeWalt, you know, the brand new DeWalt DCD 801 drill driver. But now we're comparing batteries, you know. This is the 4 amp, you know, power pack. Just dropped one cell, no big deal. I got a spare one. I only have one 3.5 power stack, so it's going to take on stacked lithium. So, tablet cells, pouch cells. Let's wait a few more minutes or a few more people. Like I say, when I run the juice down on the, you know, power pack, I got another one that's down to 2 cells. Okay, let's get this underway. Okay, here. We're going to start with these real little legs. Okay. It's running in speed 2 on the DeWalt XR DCD 801. And these are previous holes. Let's remove it. Okay, let's put it back in. Well, at least it didn't break. Okay, now let's switch out the power pack to the power stack. Okay, that's going to be speed 1 now. Now let's try to make a new hole. Oh, brother. Let's try it right here, I guess. If I can even do it. How warm is this? Pretty warm. Go with speed 2. Okay. That ain't coming out. Nope, that's buried. Okay. Let's stop using these little ones. They're a waste of time. Okay. Let's move on. Not making anything. I'm just testing the batteries. What battery's better? The 3.5 power stack, which is pouch cells, or the 4 amp hour power pack, which is tablet cells. Okay, let's try to drive these. Ew, brother. And speed 2. Okay, that's as far as that wants to go with the 3.5 power stack. Okay, now let's put on the 4 amp power pack. Same size leg. Let's go to the previous hole. I'd say they're awful close. Now, let's try them in speed 1. Strip that one. I'll remove that later with, vice grips. Now, let's see if we can remove it with the power stack. Try in speed 2, I doubt it. Speed 1, that one ain't coming out. Okay, I got to remove that one. Now watch how we remove stuff. I'll get that one another time. Vice grips have been around for over 100 years, and I can see why. When you strip the head on a fastener, use vice grips. Okay, now let's still try these. Speed 1, let's go speed 2. That was too easy. You can always try to put it in its own hole, but I don't know how this is going to work. One thing I have a hard time holding this drill. Turn the camera more or less this way. Well, let's grab another leg. That one's hot. This wood is just splitting. Let's just go with the previous hole. Try to remove it in speed 2. Okay. We're done with that one. And that was with the 3.5 power stack. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Still mostly fully charged, the 3.5 power stack. Okay, let's try these. These look like 5-inch. Let us, I guess. I wouldn't even pay to do that. I guess we could just try to make another hole. split the wood, but let's see what it'll do. That's about as far as it wants to go with the 3.5 power stack. See if I can remove it in speed too. Barely. Let's try it here. Crack the wood anyhow, let's just put it in. That's kind of warm. Let's try it up here. I'm having a hard time holding on to it, but actually right about here. Speed 2 too. That's as far as she wants to go in speed 2. Not even halfway. We know in speed 1 it'll do it. Now let's try to remove it. In speed 2. Nope. Speed 1. Now that's a hot one. Got an idea here. We're running really big stuff here. Let's run some smaller stuff. I think I can get another couple uses out of this. Yeah, maybe one. Nope, a little too small. As long as I get a couple uses out of it, we'll make a new hole with it. And we'll switch batteries. Okay, you're making a driftwood backdrop for a taxidermy. Okay, that's cool. There's a neighbor across the street that used to be a taxidermist. I finally found out what he did. I never knew that. That was, of course, 40 years ago. Okay, let's try to put it here. Let's switch out. Take the 3.5 power stack, put on the 4 amp power pack. Okay, now let's go to speed 2. It's about as far as it wants to go. Let's try to remove it. A little warm. Let's try it right about here. And speed 2. Okay. I wonder if I got any room to do that up here. Maybe we'll try up here. Might be good enough. Speed 2. That's all she wants to go. Okay. Now let's remove her. And speed 1. Okay. Now let's take the 4-amp power pack off and put the 3.5 power stack on and try to use the same hole and in speed 2. Because that one wouldn't even go all the way down. Forget it. I think the power pack. Well, let's try another hole. Okay. And speed 2 with the 3.5 power stack. Forget it. Okay. It's about 4 inches. So now let's take the power stack out, which is only 0.5 amp hour, smaller than the 4-amp power pack. Let's try to remove this in speed 2. Okay, now let's try to put it in. Two with the 4-amp power pack on speed 2. Nope. No, I said 4 inches, huh? It's a little bit taller, not by much, 1/4 inch. Okay. Let's remove this in speed 1. Let's get this out of my way. Okay. Now we got 3 pilot holes there. Okay. Actually, we'll put some other holes in there. Let me go get the proper bit for these. Okay. Let's see what somebody else is saying. Whatever. Everybody's got to come say something. I need a moderator on my channel. Tools with Souls has one, and Tools and Tactics has one. Okay, speed 2, 8 amp power pack still down a cell. Okay, that's as far as that wants to go. Now, let's put on the 3.5 power stack, about in the same spot. A little bit taller. I think the power pack puts out more juice in the quicker time. Safety. That's why it's red. You pull the battery off, then it doesn't go red. Red. Okay. We're only going to do this and we're going to move on to some drill bits. In fact, let's do that now. Let's get both of these out of here. Okay. Let's move on to some drill bits. Okay. It's drill bit time. Okay. Look what we're going to use for drill bits. 3.5 hole dozer. I'm going to do them both here. And I'm trying not to going to press on them. We're going to have to take it from here. Trying not to press on is kind of hard not to do with a hole dozer. Okay. You know it'll be in speed 1. There's no way this drill can do it in speed 2. There's not a drill out here that can do, well, there might be a couple drills that can do it in speed 2, but not no one with 1,050 or 1,100 watts. Okay. I'm going to have gloves on. Probably not. I'll do without gloves. Okay, we know it ain't going to do it in speed 2. So we'll do it in speed 1 with the 4 amp power pack. Make sure this thing is locked in good. Give it a break for a minute. Let's back it off like the one guy said. Let's go on the other side and back it off. Okay. See what the battery says. Still on 2 bars. I'm going to have to give it some pushing. Okay. We did it. Now I got to take the piece out. This is the headache with it. I hate these things. Now, safety. That was the 4-amp power pack. I'll have to time all this. I didn't press too hard. Wow, this is warm now, like it would be. I think I did one on this drill before I did a live. And actually, I've done several drills like this, but I pressed on it pretty hard. But that one, it worked out pretty good when I was pressing on it. Okay, let's remove this. So you remove these. They make a quick remove one, but it's a smaller one. I think it was a speed, whatever it is. You know, the one with the devil's horns on it, whatever you call that. They do make another one that you can move pretty quick, but it's not this big. Now, see if I can pull this. I'd rather doubt it, but let's do it about this way. Always something that has to be done. I does it all the time. Just use a lag. Who wants a donut? Okay, this is how you put these together now. There we go. Drill's starting to get warm. What do you expect? This is at the limit of this drill. 3.5 old dozer. Yeah, that's the limit. The absolute limit. This is not a high torque drill. 1,050 watts. With tools tested to it, hopefully it comes up with 1,100 watts. So it's only 450 watts short of the 1,007. Okay, let's pull the 4-amp power pack off and go with the 3.5 power stack, which hasn't dropped a bar, but it will when we do this. Okay. Try to apply the same pressure too. Okay, speed 1. We know it won't do speed 2. We all know that. Let's give it a break. Okay. Okay. I don't know what was quicker. I'll have to time them unless somebody there has been counting it. Remember, I gave each one a break. This one is a little bit noisier. Why? It's pretty warm here on this whole dozer. I didn't press down either one that hard. So I don't know what. Let's see if it dropped a bar. It had to have dropped a bar by now. Yeah, 3.5 power stack finally dropped one. Finally. Because I don't like charging these batteries. Like Tools for Souls says, these batteries are, every time you charge, you take another lifespan out of it. If you just run the battery down, then charge it. If you keep charging it to keep it fully charged, before you know it, your battery's trashed in a year or two. I got some batteries around here that are almost 3 years old, still going. I'm not charging them more than once in a while. So, I don't know. I'm going to time these out. But like I say, this was the whole idea, to see what battery is better for this drill. You know, tablet cells, stacked lithium. They're awful close. I know one thing. They are going to release this battery with a charger. I heard September. Now, this whole drill with the 2 batteries and the charger was $270. So they're going to release this battery, probably with a charger, I'm guessing, for $200. And that sounds about like what DeWalt will do. So you might as well just go out and spend the extra $80 and get 2 batteries. And by the way, you won't see this battery until September in a kit with a charger. And the charger won't be as nice as what I got, because I got 2 of the real fast chargers. Because they said they're not going to release this battery until they sell a lot of these drills with the kits. And that's why I'm not buying the 806, because, yeah, it's the 801. Yeah, this is the DeWalt 801 I ordered from Acme. Don't try Ohio Power Tools. You know Caleb? You know Caleb, he's from Florida, does videos. He ordered his a week before I ordered mine from Ohio Power Tools. I ordered mine about a month ago, and I got mine on Sunday, and he hasn't got his yet, because Ohio Power Tools, they're not as big as Acme. Acme is like, they got, I don't know how many business. They got so many Acmes, and they've been in business in like the World War II. Ohio's been in business since the 80s. You know, and by the way, I bought a lot from Acme. I think they send me my stuff quick, because they know if they keep sending me stuff on time, I'll buy more from them. I'd probably spend at least 10 grand on them in 3 years. That's why they like me. So, but like I say, this is the 801. If you want to place an order, you're going to have to be, you should have already have done it. The only tool I got messed out of is the new Milwaukee M18 Fuel 2930 rear handle circ saw. Acme bumped that order back because they got too many to fill. I don't care if I don't get that awesome circular saw from Milwaukee until sometime in late July. I don't really care. It's going to cost me $270 anyhow, so I got a discount on it. But in the meantime, the only way you're going to get this battery is in this kit or the 806 kit. Other than that, you're not going to see this battery with the charger probably till September, until they sell a lot of these. You know, this is all to do with import duties. So I don't know which battery's quicker. I'll time everything out later. Well, that's not bad. As long as they came, you got your subcompact Milwaukee M12s. Yeah, you mean you got your M12 brushless. I didn't even buy through them. You know how I got my Milwaukee subcompact drill driver and impact driver? Through Home Depot. They hurry up and put it on their website order, and they had it to me in like 3 days. I spent about $8 grand at Home Depot too. They like me. Ohio's probably my last one. Maybe I only spent $2,000 through them. But like I say, if you ordered it from Ohio, unless you ordered, because the only reason why I know about this drill and these batteries is Caleb did that video a month and a half ago. If I didn't know about it, I wouldn't have ordered it. If I ordered mine through Acme. Yeah. That's not a bad deal, the code. Yeah. Well, Acme gives you a coupon. You know, with Acme, every time I buy a power tool from them, if I can find these coupons. Yeah, they're somewhere around here. But I get coupons through them. Oh, here. I buy so much stuff from them, they send me one of these coupons. $10 off, $150 to $299, $25 off, $300 to $549, and $50 off on anything $550 or more. But you can't use this unless the tool's not on sale, then you can use this coupon. But they get the, you know, I pre-ordered this through Acme right after Caleb said he was going to order from Ohio, and I got 20 bucks off just on this package. Then before that, I ordered a Milwaukee 2930 rear handle circ saw, and they gave me 20 bucks off. But that order's backed up. Yeah, of course it's half the fun. Yep, okay, Jay, yep, edit some videos. Yep, like I said, you want to get this now, don't wait for the battery and the charger. You know that'll be at least $200, because now this 3.5 power stack now costs more than what I paid for it. And I'm sure this is going to cost. Let's turn the light on. Like I said, with a little power outage there, but I'm sure this is going to be $200 in the kit with that little cheap charger. The 3.5 power stack is quite expensive. It went up. Forge batteries, like I say, the 6 amp are $250, and the 12 amp now is $300. I got all three of mine for about $650 last year. Yeah. Wobble on my drill. Yeah. Tariffs are fucking up. I'm power tools because, my God, they're $30 or $40. Of course, now they're discounting them back down, but if not, back up. So order anything now. All these batteries are going to start to cost a fortune in about 6 months. And by the time they release this thing, this 4 amp power pack, probably with the charger, it'll probably be almost as much as in right now, because it ain't going to get any cheaper. One day we're all not going to be buying power tools. So, okay, guys, I'll be going back online in a few days. I got some stuff to do tomorrow, but like I say, buy all your tools now. Try to get them at discounts. But with Acme, if you get enough